Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another video. This is the first time I've been out for the past week because we've been in the single digits. Today it's a balmy 28 degrees. Figure I'd come out here because I just got something in the mail. This is my neighbor's Ariens 24 Deluxe. I fixed this a couple of weeks ago. Because his carburetor was all messed up. It wouldn't start and it would stall. After I cleaned it though, I noticed that the carburetor still had some issues, and I think it's because it's super old. When you tilt the snowblower backwards, it leaks gas. And while it's running, it'll bog down because it's leaking gas and gas is not getting up there. So I think it has something to do with the spring that's on the needle on the float. That needs to be adjusted, or the spring has lost some tension. And now the float is up too high, causing the needle to not exactly go straight up, but rather sideways a little, leaving some space. So it doesn't fully seat until the bowl is completely full to the top. Not so much that it leaks out the mouth, but just enough to have that layer on the top, so that once you tilt it, it'll leak gas. And when he's going over a berm, he's tilting it backwards and it bogs down. So he wanted me to change the carburetor. I told him, there's nothing wrong with it, just don't tilt it back. It's like when you go to the doctor and you say, hey doctor, it hurts when I push over here, what should I do? Don't push there. But he wanted me to try a new carburetor. So I contacted my friends over at Hipa, and guess what? They don't actually have this model carburetor. So what did I have to do? I had to buy one on eBay. And it cost $21. You guys have seen this carburetor before? Cylindrical, deep kind of bowl. I think that might contribute to the problem too. Have you ever seen one that deep?
That's what she said.
Also, because it's so expensive, is because this has the throttle control and the choke on the same assembly. You don't see too many of those. As you can see, the throttle is here and the choke is on top of it. I don't know. I think that's a dumb design. There's more likely of a chance that it breaks or something goes wrong with it. Also comes with gaskets, primer tube, or oil vent tube. Anyway, when all else fails, change the carburetor and see if everything works well. So I'm just gonna take this apart, put this on. Should take 5-10 minutes. I'll put you on time lapse. You've seen me do this before. right, I'm going to turn the fuel back on again. Should be trickling down, trickle, trickle, trickle. This is really easy. About 5-8 minutes, something like that. I took extra care because I wanted to learn about it too, you know. Make sure that everything's put on the same way it came off in those steps. That's why I laid out all the screws in exact holes. So that extra hose that came with the kit was the primer. I changed it. Choke. Full throttle. Let's tip it, see if it leaks. Ah, it doesn't leak now. See? How cool. Prime it. Huh. Actually, I think the fuel shutoff was off. Now I just turned off the fuel. Fuel shutoffs are always so confusing, isn't it? Fuel shut off, or off on. But I believe this is off, which means I gotta turn it back on. Alright, let's try to start it. Does this have to be on? Is that on? Is this on? I just gotta show you guys this. Here's the ignition switch, right? Look at it. So turning it horizontal means, I guess, locked. That means unlocked, but that says stop, like hand, you know, halt. So that's stop. So why is it unlocked? This means it's locked, but then you see a motor running. What's the deal with the lock and the unlock? That doesn't make any sense. Also, the fuel shut off. Fuel shut off on, which means it's off. Fuel shut off means it's on, right? But I guess you just want to say on, which is good. Gas. Off, no gas. But it's a fuel shut off. Fuel shut off means it's on. Fuel shut off on means you turn the shut off on, so it's off. We'll just go by this sticker. It says on. Oh boy. Whatever. Fuel shut off on. Motor running. Choke. Dum dum dum. I don't feel like it's getting any gas. Maybe not enough gas? Yeah, that's kind of low. It's gonna go in the bill. How about that? Man, that runs great. I'm curious as to why this one leaked. Let's check out the bowl. Okay, so it only fully stops when it's almost all the way up, and I'm not sure if fuel will ever go that high. Follow what I'm saying? So it's the needle. Let's pull the needle out. Everything looks like it's in order, but perhaps the spring in here is not as good. The seat looks okay too. I don't know. One of those internal errors, I guess. That was it. Probably just needed a new needle and float. But honestly, these things are relatively cheap. This one was a little more than I'm used to, but as long as it fixed the problem for 20 bucks, 21 bucks, I think that's still a great deal. You can say all you want about Chinese aftermarket carbs, but it fixes the problem. I'm more than happy to use it. And I've had good luck with these. You know, aftermarket carbs. Yeah, sure, here and there you get a couple of bad ones, but for the most part, 90% of my aftermarket carbs that I've used, most of them from Hipa, they've been great. This one seems to be good too. So there you go. An easy aftermarket carburetor replacement. Only cost 21 bucks. With tax, it was like 23. Pretty easy to install, and as long as you figure out these controls, it ran just great. And you guys saw me blowing that week-old iced up snow on my lawn. Didn't bog at all. Ran great. Carburetor's 90% of the problem. And for $23, your Ariens Deluxe 24 can run like new again in 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to make snowblower video content like this one. Did you guys know that 64% of you guys are not subscribed? Please hit the subscribe button. Do your boy Henry a solid. Hope you guys stay safe and warm. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.